Hey guys, welcome to a new video. I'm sorry it's been so long since I filmed a YouTube video. Life has just been really crazy. A lot has been going on. I asked you guys for questions on my Instagram and I just picked the top, I think it's 8 questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer all of those for you guys today. Question number 1 works perfectly. What videos are coming next on your YouTube channel? So thank you for asking. I do have one in the works, but the problem is I've been very behind with everything, as you guys can tell. So there is a big YouTube video that's in the works, and that's the next one that's planned. The goal is to have it done by the end of April. I don't know if it actually will be done, but the idea is that, and I might have mentioned this in another video, I can't even remember, it's been so long. I'm filming where I pull a prompt out of a bowl and I do something every single day. It's taken like 2.5 months to complete, so that video is gonna take a little while to get to upload and to put up, so maybe there'll be a couple videos before that, but that's the next one that I have planned. And then somebody asked skincare recommendations, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little voiceover and insert all of my thoughts because there are a lot of thoughts.
The first product I'm going to talk about is Curology.
I don't have enough followers for this to be sponsored, but I'm pretty sure you guys know this isn't sponsored. I legitimately have used Curology for the past 2 years. It has made my skin so much better. Like, my skin has been looking the best it's ever been in a really long time. It's the Purito Cica Clearing BB Cream. Sorry if I said any of that wrong. I love it. It is, and I guess technically this isn't skincare, but it's like skincare makeup. I've never used a better I've replaced all my foundations with this. That's saying a lot as someone who had really acne prone skin. I've always tried to cover everything up as much as possible. And this is one of those things that does not break me out. It has really good like skincare ingredients in it. The packaging is recyclable, which I love. I've talked about this in my Friday favorites before, and the coverage is phenomenal. So kind of on that train, I'm also testing out a new one on Clover by Clove & Hollow. Clover. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying their Skin in Serum foundation because I was just so curious. Even though I love what I have, I wanted to try something else. I really wanted to find something that I could still have that kind of some of that glow, but everything was super powdered. Like, I mattified my skin enough that I could use something like this and still keep a little bit of the glow. It's kind of hard to explain what goes on in my mind, but so far I love this. It's got really good coverage. It's super beautiful. It makes my skin look really luminous and not oily, which I love. Hero Rescue Balm, one of my faves, tried and true. I love the whole brand. I hate that it's like $13 for this teeny tiny little tube. I'm a little mad about that, a little salty. Whenever I have, you know when you have those like breakouts like super dry, it's like dry and flaky and makeup won't go on top of it. Nothing will, even moisturizer won't fix it. This is beautiful. This is my holy grail. And then last but not least, I have this Versed clarifying serum. It has helped so much with my skin, especially hydration, which I know it says clarifying, but like especially with the zinc, I think has been really nice for my acne, so it doesn't like cause inflammation, but it also hydrates my skin from inside, not from inside. It hydrates my skin, it sinks into my skin. And if my skin is hydrated, it actually tends to be less oily, so that's always nice. Question number 3, do you have any trips planned for the summer? As of right now, I guess I have some trips in May and then maybe like one trip in July so far that's planned. And I guess in a couple weeks, the beginning of May, I'm going to be going back home to Virginia to see my family and to be there for my little sister's senior gala or whatever. I'm not quite sure everything that's gonna happen, but we just get to dress up and go and celebrate her, so I'm super excited for that. And then I'll have my friends are actually coming to come see me. A couple of my friends, I'm super excited about that. They're coming to see me like the week after I come back from Virginia. We're gonna go to DC because it's like literally it's like an hour, maybe an hour and a half away from me. We're gonna do a little day trip, and then one of my dearest, closest friends, she's like a sister to me, is having a baby in July. So Lord willing, I'm hoping to be able to go down to Virginia to see her and to see the baby. Other than that, I don't have any big plans to travel. And then question number 4, what outfit do you feel most confident in? I did not plan this, but overalls. I'm wearing overalls. I have 4 pairs. Question number 5, what's your favorite recipe to cook? So this is kind of a hard question for me just because I always tell people like I don't like cooking. I'm not really the biggest fan of cooking, but to be honest, I like cooking. I don't like the preparation and the planning that goes into cooking. I love seafood. I love cooking with fish, salmon specifically, and shrimp. They're like the easiest things, you know. And I love it. I love salmon so much. So I'll make like salmon bowls or shrimp bowls. That's not common just because fish isn't super cheap here. So I can't always do that, but that is one of my favorite things to make. Question number 6, what shows have you been enjoying recently? This is a really hard question for me because I haven't been enjoying a lot of shows lately. I just finished watching My Life with the Walter Boys for my sister because she made me watch it. It was so stupid. It was so stupid, but like it's one of those shows that you just enjoy watching because it's dumb and you're like, okay, this is something that I can enjoy for a little while. I guess another show that I'm looking forward to watching is Bridgerton. I'm not the biggest fan of all the raunchy stuff. It's not my favorite. Hopefully this new season I'm excited about. I think it'll be really interesting. I really love fantasy shows, but a lot of fantasy shows tend to be really like overly sexual and raunchy, and I don't know, that's not really enjoyable for me. I'm very picky about romance. I just don't want it to be weird, I guess. I don't know. I can be really picky. One show that I really loved was Shadow and Bone. I read the series. I loved all the books. I thought it was really good. And the show is good. It's not like the books. So it's one of those things where you have to kind of separate the two. The first season I think is somewhat close, or as close as you probably could get when you're filming a show. And so I was like super happy with that. I like the casting, but the second season was like absolute garbage, but it's just so enjoyable to watch because of Ben Barnes. Yes, he is definitely one of my crushes, but my husband and I watched the show together. He really enjoys it too, so that's probably what I mean when I say that's the type of show I'm looking for. I just love the fantasy, and I haven't found anything that's that good, so let me know. If you have recommendations, please give me show recommendations in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. Question number 7. What are your thoughts on Olivia Rodrigo's new songs? And I think this person was talking about the extra 5 songs that she added to her new album, Guts. I don't think she was talking about the whole album. Regardless, my feelings about it are, I just feel like the new album, Guts, is so similar to the past album. They're kind of hard to differentiate, except it's just angstier, which is totally fine, and that's totally okay. Like, it's the thing that she's good at. It's something she enjoys, and it sounds great. Like, I love them both. I just wish she gave us something a little bit fresher, and I do think the new 5 songs that she came up with are so much better than, like, the rest of the album. Like, they're my favorite. I absolutely love Stranger and Girl I've Always Been, and I think those are so good. And I love the like country twang, which I've never heard from Olivia before, so I would love it if she came out with like a country pop album or like a folk album or something, which I know seems totally off-brand, but like she made it sound so good in those songs that I'm like, I would love something that's a little bit different than what she's normally doing. Question number 8. What's your take on people using Canva? This is a good question. I want to preface with, I feel like I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, like people don't like Canva, they're just such, they're such snobs, they're so pretentious and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, listen. I don't like Canva personally to use because I'm a graphic designer. I don't need Canva. Now, there are graphic designers who do use Canva, and they use it for certain things, like maybe a brand standards manual or whatever. They can plug in the brand they've already designed, and they can have things put together for them, which is great. If you want to do that, you do that. I personally don't like it for that. I think it's got good Photoshop qualities, like you're able to cut out images for a picture, probably easier than Photoshop, which is fantastic. So it's definitely got its perks. I think if you're not a designer and your brand already has a solid brand and you need something to be able to keep your brand cohesive and consistent without you having to constantly be the designer when you're not a designer, great, that's fantastic. I do think that people make the mistake of using Canva to design their brand. They make their logo with it, they make, all of the elements, whatever that may be for their brand. And I think that's a big mistake because it's very obvious to tell when a logo is made in Canva. It's very obvious. It looks like everybody else. Like Canva, their logos, they're limited. They're just limited. And Canva can't work with you to ultra personalize something. And I think that's the thing about hiring a graphic designer, is you can get someone to make it so personalized and fit your brand so perfectly, as well as making it unique and differentiating you from everybody else. That's the biggest thing I notice with clients that I get. Sometimes I get clients and they're like, I really like this style, can you match this style? I'm like, well, if you want me to copy that, you're gonna look like everybody else. I have a blog called You Look Like Everybody Else, so you should read it if you're interested, because I kind of talk about this a little bit. But A, the problem is that's copying, right? Copyright infringement. And B, you're gonna end up looking like every single other brand. What is gonna make a customer want to go to your small business and choose you specifically when you look like everybody else, and they could just go find whichever one is the cheaper option? So that's my big thing with Canva, is that I want to actually, a friend recommended this, I want to do a video where I can show the difference between a Canva logo and maybe logos that I design, because I think you might be able to get a better example or idea of what I'm talking about. So yeah, those are all my thoughts. Those are answers to all the questions that you guys sent me. If you have any more questions or you'd love me to do another video like this, please let me know. I would love to do it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I always appreciate positive feedback, and I just hope you guys are having a really good day. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you feel like doing in the moment. Bye.